Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel PLife, the pharmacist life. I am so sorry I haven't been around for a while. By now I should have given you about 2 weeks worth of New Year footage and things like that, but it's been absolutely horrendous and I'm gonna try and not cry. The start of this year has not been so great for me, and stay tuned, give me 1 second to get myself together. I am back. I think I've gotten myself together. So welcome back to PLife. Welcome back to my channel PLife. Thank you so much to all my subscribers already. All the old and new ones, thank you very much. I am so grateful, and it is such a blessing to have you guys on my channel. Please make sure you share, comment, and just like the videos. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear some feedback. I'd love to hear about what you'd like me to show on my channel. This year I'm just going to try and make it a little bit different, but it's still going to be bringing you great advice and tips, also vlogging, things that I do around my lifestyle as well. So please make sure you comment, like, subscribe. If you're watching this and you haven't, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear from you, so make sure you subscribe, okay? And thank you so much for watching. So today's video is going to be a chit chat video, okay? So chit chat as to an update to my life, an update to what I plan on doing this year. Many of you who know me through my social media would know that I am into personal development, I'm into motivation, and I'm really into being an entrepreneur. It's really all about getting motivated to do something for yourself, to do something that makes you feel like you've got a purpose and you've got a destiny. So that's what this year is going to be related more into, things that I'm absolutely passionate about, and that is motivation and personal development. Those are my absolute passion. I go about speaking with motivational speaking. I go about empowering and encouraging through my business. I go about just inspiring other people with the things that I do, even in my role as a pharmacist. I go about inspiring people as well. So that's what this content is going to be this year, so stay tuned. As I gradually went to the end of the year, into the new year, it was what we call a shift. So what happened was two major things that have happened actually, which has really affected me, and hence why I haven't been able to put any footage up. It's just been absolutely crazy, that's the word, and more, it just felt like a whirlwind. I felt really overwhelmed. I felt like a bit of me felt like I was losing myself back into not being happy because of the things that was around me. But I'm so grateful for the people I have around me. I'm grateful for my family and my friends who made me see that I should still be grateful, because there is a lot of things in my life that I should be grateful for, and honestly, hands on heart, I am grateful. It's just sometimes when life just hits you, you're like, oh my god, like what, you can't even get your bearings right. So that's how it felt. So the first one that happened was later part of December. My flat got flooded. I don't know if you guys anywhere, if you're not in the UK, or if you're not in a country that undergoes the season, so especially winter season, then you may not understand what I'm trying to say. But we that have winter season, we know that we need to use boilers, and in the UK the boiler is what really majorly contributes to, majorly is responsible for your heating. So and it also can be responsible for a bit of your electrics. So when you have a flat or you have a house, it has to be fitted with a boiler so that you can use hot water, you can have heating, and just use gas in general. So what happened was, I was in my house with my friend. I'm so lucky to have had her that day. We were just having a chit chat and we heard a big bang, and then we were like, okay, what's going on? And she was like, Elizabeth, I'm not loyal, I will leave you if there's something going on in your house. I was like, no, there is nothing, what's wrong with you? Stop it, stop being like that. And she was like, seriously, I can hear water falling from somewhere. So I went, okay, right. So we decided to follow the noise that we were hearing, and only to realize that it was actually coming from my living room where the boiler is situated, where it's been installed. And once we opened the door of the boiler, boom, that was a massive flood of water just everywhere. And I don't even know how to explain how I felt. It was like a state of shock. But my friend was like, Elizabeth, get some towels, Elizabeth, get a bucket. I was like, I don't have any bucket. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. And it was just like that. And it was so crazy. It was so crazy. I even put an SOS on Facebook if someone could tell me how to turn on the main source of the water, because nothing was turning the water off. So it means we had to switch on the whole water system for the house, and that was what we kept looking for. And my friend she's gladly, in fact proudly, a survivor, and literally she was pouring the water through the window out into outside, and she was just like, get me towels, but everything we tried to do was not enough to stop this water. So I was massively, I panicked a lot. We were trying to recover everything that we could recover from the living room. It was a bit of a stretch, but we tried, but the water wasn't stopping. So that really made me so upset. And then as I was talking to one of the people to come and help us, so basically the emergency people to come and help us find out, just to stop it, or someone to just come and help me. As I was talking to them, my leg, I don't even know, but I slipped, I went up in the air with hand. So it's a bit of a struggle. Every time I think about it, I get a bit emotional. So yeah, went up in the air and just landed on my back and my wrist, and I just didn't want to get up. I just did not want to get up. So my friend, she was just shocked, and she was trying to get me to get up. She was like, Elizabeth, you have to get up. I was like, no, I'm not getting up. I don't care, I'm not getting up. She was like, Elizabeth, you're soaking wet now, you have to get up. I was like, no, my flat. I was really crying, you guys. I literally was wailing, not just crying. I had an outright wail. I was wailing, and I'm that sort of person. I like to compose myself, but this time there was no composure. Ain't no composure holding me, people. I was literally wailing, laying in the water, just getting wet, soaking wet. And she literally said, Elizabeth, you have to stay strong, you have to get up, and we have to clean this water. So I went, okay. And she was like, what can you do? Think. So I went, okay, neighbors, surely neighbors will have big buckets. So I went to my first neighbor. She gave me one of her buckets. It wasn't big enough, but it was good enough to be able to control what was coming out. So that was quite good. And then I ran upstairs to my other neighbor, and they were guys. And when I ran up to them, I said to them, my flat is flooded, and they were like, okay, what were you trying to say? How can your flat be flooded? And I was like, my flat is flooded. And they were like, no, we live in a new build. Everything in this house is brand new, so how can your boiler broken? But anyway, I said, you need to come and help me now. So they came out, and they were just thinking, okay. So they followed me into the flat. Once they saw the water, they were like, oh my god. So both of them, him and his friend, they went straight to work. They literally I had about 6 towels, on the floor at this time, but nothing was enough. And then it was so quick. These guys, you can tell that they have survived life. They probably have gone through some shit in their lives, excuse my language. They've gone through quite a lot of stuff in their lives, because you could tell how they just literally put everything together, how they squeezed the how they just soaked up all the water from my flat, because my living room was soaked, the corridor was soaked, it was going into the room, and these two boys just went to business. My friend also called another friend of hers, and he was a guy, and the three of them just literally said to us, because obviously by now I was seriously hurt. I'd massively bruised and damaged some muscle in my back and massively sprained my wrist, so I was really hurt. So they just told me to sit down and not do anything. But it was just really, you know, strange for me to just sit down and not do anything, because I'm that sort of person. I always like to get involved. I always like to get involved in everything. So they just said sit down, and they managed. It took about another 45 minutes. The engineer who was going to sort out the water came about an hour and a half later. So he just said straight away, I don't understand how this has happened. Basically, your boiler has broken. And at that time it was Christmas time as well, so it was a bit like everybody goes on holiday in Christmas, everyone is on vacation, so what am I going to do? And I just really started like getting a bit worried about that, because it was winter, it was so cold, so I could not afford to not have a form of heating. So obviously I called my agent, people in charge of the flat. So I called them out, and they provided me with a bit of what we call the electric heaters. And the electric heaters were what we used to just keep the house warm. And I could not shower for a few days, guys, but luckily, I wouldn't say luckily, but unfortunately for me, because I was badly hurt, I had to go to the doctor. So I was told to stay in bed for about 3 to 4 days to just relax my back, because it was really going in spasm, and to just relax. So for at least I could manage a day. I think I could manage 2 days. I can't go more than 2 days without showering, guys. In fact, even 1 day max. Two days is like my most. I go, no, I can't do it. So I managed 2 days in bed, and then I went to my friend, I need a bucket, yo. I am going Nigerian style. I am going to put water in a bucket, I am going to boil the kettle about 3-4 times, and I'm going to have a bucket full of water, and I need to have a shower. And unfortunately for me, I was also at that time of the month, and that was even hell. So it was so emotional, guys. I could not under no condition leave like that. So I was very upset. It got to me so much, because it's where I live, you guys. It's my home, it's me, and I love my flat so much. It's like the biggest blessing of my life was getting this flat. It was the best thing that ever happened to me in a long time. So my flat is a big thing. And so when this happened, I was so upset. I was crying all the time, and I was just so upset. But it felt like life did not just want me to be happy at that time. And then forward a week later, myself and my friend got involved in my brand new car, guys. My God, it's a brand new car. It's a brand new car, guys. Brand new car. And that just happened, and I could not believe that a brand new car at that time it was 1 month. I was like, under a month plus, and this has happened. So that was another stress. So I was so stressed, because the guy at first was saying, yes, I'm so sorry, it's my fault, put it through my insurer. And then later in the evening, he messages me, no, I message him saying, okay, we need to take the next step. And he was like, no, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, I'm not taking responsibility for this. So I was so upset. I was really upset. Then fast forward another 2 weeks, guys, another 2 weeks. Fast forward another 2 weeks, and you will not believe what happened. I went to work. Okay, so another 2 weeks. This was just after New Year. So you guys, if you would have seen my New Year little vlog with my nephew, that was so cute. I went to work on the Thursday. I went to work as good as gold, normal, everything. Still trying to recover from my flat being flooded and the first initial crash. Still trying to recover from that, but no, guess what? Life throws me another storm, and this time, this storm, no word of a lie, literally killed me. I'm not even joking. It's taking God's grace and strength to actually be able to even film right now. It's taking so much strength to be able to film, guys. It literally, because this one came out of work. Okay, let me say the story. So I came out of work and yeah, went to work as normal. My colleague had come in to tell me, oh my god, today's such a bad day, which it was. We were having a bad day at work, which normally happens in the world of pharmacy anyway. Someone has just ran into this car and completely crashed the side of it, and I was like, oh, that's so bad, that's not even funny. So we were just talking about it, only to know that it was my car, guys, my car again. This time the crash was insane. Apparently the guy, I keep calling patients, I'm so used to that, the guy went into what we call a diabetic hypo. So he wanted to press the brakes because he could feel like he was going to have a fit, but no, he put his leg on the accelerator. So obviously the car moved, goodness knows how fast that car was moving, but it was on the main road, and for some reason from the main road turned and crashed. So it was a bit of I was like, oh geez, you know, what is going on? And that hence why, if anyone is on my Instagram, I started do my daily declarations, like I reject bad vibes, I reject bad energy, because I'm all about good energy, I'm all about good vibes. So if there is anything that wants to make me start my new year in such a horrible way, you know, I am declaring, I am affirming that it's not going to happen, and I'm, you know, pulling and rejecting bad energy, bad vibes. I'm all about positive energy, positive vibes. So I really broke down. That was my baby. My flat is my baby. My new car is my new baby, guys. My new baby. Like, I literally had to say to myself when I was getting this car, I am worthy of this car. I deserve this car. Because sometimes when you want to get something good for yourself, it feels like you don't deserve it. Like, your body makes you feel like, oh my god, you don't deserve it. Oh my god, why are you spending that much money? Oh my god, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Not only that, you probably have people around you who are trying to say, why are you spending? But you deserve it. If you've worked hard, you deserve to treat yourself. And so that's what I said to myself when I was getting my car. I deserve it, and I deserve to treat myself. So when that happened, I was just really broken. So it's been about how many weeks now? I haven't heard anything about my car yet, because now the insurance fully took over. My insurance have fully taken over. I've been given a hired car to use for the main time, but obviously that other driver has taken full liability for it, for what's going on. I feel that my car is going to be written off, but the repairers have said to me that they think it can be repaired, and that's been since 2 weeks ago. We've heard that. So now I actually don't know what's going on. I personally feel that car cannot be repaired, but if I get it back and it's not looking anywhere as brand new as it should be, I will not be having it, and I'm going to make a big complaint, because I don't want that. So guys, that's a summary of what's been happening, hence why I haven't been able to do my pharmacist videos for you. That's why I haven't been able to do what I really would love to do, because it's just been so hectic in my life. But I hope you enjoyed this video. make sure you leave a comment below. Just tell me, you know, just try and make me feel good, guys. All right, try and make me feel good. So leave a comment, share some love, and please pray for me. Okay, pray for me that the rest of the year goes really well. Pray that everything gets all better and settled. My flat is a lot better now. I've got a brand new boiler, and the floor is lots better, so I'm grateful for that. I didn't lose. I lost a few goods in the whole, you know, in the whole chaos, but it's not so detrimental. So I am grateful. You know, there are things that I should be grateful for. I should be grateful for being alive. I should be grateful for my loved ones, my family and my friends. I should be grateful that everything around me is still good. So I really can't complain. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I just thought I should do a chit chat with you, do an update of what's going on in my life. And yes, I should be giving you more healthcare advice and tips videos in the next couple of weeks. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share some love, lots of love. Love you guys. Bye bye.